Hi guys, welcome back. Assalamu alaikum. So today we are going to see init only feature of C Sharp 9. So let's get started, and you can find this example code and tutorials in my repo, that is Tech and Talk on GitHub. I will share this link in the description of this video. So let's jump straight on the concept of init only. So let's create a normal class, and let's say we have a property fee of a student, right? And we can set this fee from within this constructor, or whenever we have reference of this student, right? Let's say we have created a student object, and we are again able to update its fee to, let's say 15, let's say 50, right? And we are just writing this to the console. So let me rebuild and run this project. So we can see we have 50 shown on the console, which means we have initialized the student object with fee of 10, but later on we have updated it to 50. So let's assume in a in this code that our object is mutable, that we have created an object and we later on we are able to update its property, right? But what if we want to create an object but we don't want to allow the developer to later on in the code to update its properties? So this can be achieved from init keyword. So if we just replace set with init, right, and what it will do, that it will allow us to update this fee property inside the constructor or while initializing this object. But once it's done, we are not able to update these properties of this object, which means our object will be immutable, which means we can't change its property. So one of the use case is in the highly secured applications. Although we do use the couple of authentication and authorization mechanism for for the end user, but within the code, we want, if someone access our code, we have those properties that are immutable. Like there is a system which allows end user to see their details, right? But these details will be read only, right? So in that particular case, we can use such init properties, init only properties in that system. So let's see, we have a fee property, right, which is init. We have used init for its set identifier, right? And you can see in this constructor we are able to initialize the fee with 2000. And if we go back to program.cs, you can see that we can still initialize a student object with the default property, default value of fee property, but later on we can't change that fee, right? This is how the init only is in action. So you can see that the error said student.fee can only be assigned in an object initializer, or this, or base, in an instance constructor or init accessor, right? We can only update this property inside this initialization phase or within the constructor of this class. So only these are the two places we can give values to these init only properties, but we can't do change those properties anywhere in the in the program once object is initialized. So before this init only keyword, init only feature, which is init keyword, so before that we were using in C Sharp 8, C Sharp 7 the private keyword like this, which has its own limitations, that it only allows to access this property from within this class, not from outside. We can't give that property even in initialization. while creating the student object, right? So it was having its own limitation, but with this init keyword we have a lot of ease while creating those objects with init-only properties, which is great. And now we can create our objects which are immutable. Once we have created those objects, we can't change their properties. So this is how we can achieve. So this is one of the simple case of this init-only feature. I will try to create some other videos for more advanced cases as well, for those init-only for that init-only feature. So that was it for the init-only from C#9. I hope you have enjoyed this and understand this. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.